We are. We're back.
Just an hour late, but it wasn't our fault,
No.
as you probably are thinking, but it was not our
It
fault.
wasn't our fault. I think Magic Mike might have got a little stage fright.
Oh,
Here we go.
say that. Yeah,
So
I
here
knew
we
there-
are.
I knew there was a story behind this. It was Magic Mike. He's a no-show, but you know what? We're gonna adapt and overcome.
Here we go.
Kind of like we kind of used to do.
Yeah,
Kind of
we
used
can
to
do
do it.
this.
So this is actually all working out for a reason, because where we're at is the Frontier Club on the grounds at San Antonio Stock Show, and Barry and I might have had one or two times in here.
Yeah, just a couple, 2 or 3.
So it actually is kind of surreal. It's all kind of coming back to where it started, because we'll go back to 2019 when him and I came here, and we'll reference again how many trailers we sold that year.
Right.
But we entertained a lot of customers in here and did a lot of business in the old Frontier Club, and so they were very gracious in letting us finish up our podcast in here today. And actually, we're going to go ahead and tell y'all who we're going to have next week,
Go ahead.
which is going to be really cool. This lady is kind of the front man, so to speak, for Wild Rides Television. And if y'all haven't checked Wild Rides Television out, it's going to be similar to Cowboy Channel.
Yes, very
They're
good.
going to kind of go out and do their own thing. Wild Rides has been a show on Cowboy Channel for a good number of years. Yeah. And so Lori Eisenbus is going to be our guest next Friday, and she is going to blow up everybody on Wild Rides TV. So that's who, and we just confirmed it. So there won't be any Magic Mike dismissals again. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on that bandwagon
I know, me too.
now that you just let her out.
Since I opened that door.
Yep, I'm gonna jump both feet in. so anyway, 10 o'clock next weekend, or next Friday, sorry, Lori Eisenbus will be in the house talking about Wild Rides TV, and man, it's gonna be cool. I'm looking
It is.
forward to it.
I'm excited about that.
Looking
That'd be
forward
fun.
Looking forward to it. So I promised you guys earlier that I would show you the Swanky Badger and what they do. And so I'm going to break out, I think y'all maybe in one of our little videos
Yeah.
kind of saw the glasses.
Make sure they can see it.
Is that yours? Is it yours?
That is mine.
That's yours. That's Barry.
There we go.
And
See if we
so
can get it up here where they can.
that's just good work. Check this out.
It's good.
Jimbo and Barry. That is just, and
I only see one problem with it, Jimbo.
yeah,
They're empty.
trust me on that, dude. I get you. So here's the decanter. Look at that, CTR Reserve. that is just good stuff, man. That's good stuff. So go to swankybadger.com. I got the little. And look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that comes in. Look at that. That's just freaking sexy. Man, yeah, I dig it. So, anyway, thank you once again for doing that for us, because man, that's it'll get used once or twice. Once or twice it'll get used. So, I think what we're going to try to do today for you guys is we're going to talk a little bit about marketing.
Yep.
And kind of what worked for us, worked for you,
Right. Yeah.
and how important it is in any business, but especially in the trailer business, when it's hard. It's hard to come up with new stuff.
Obviously, trailer business, just this industry alone has been around for years and years and years, and so to try to come up with something new or different, a little challenging at times, but it's when you're able to,
Right.
when you're able to, it's a very good.
Gotta be a trendsetter.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, no, because you got to realize, guys, in our industry, there's a lot of complacency. There's a lot of can't get out of your own way, so to speak, and you dang sure don't think outside the box, right? So it's really hard, like Barry said, to come up with something really cool that in the back of your mind you know is going to work, but at the same time you're like, man, when I unleash this, these manufacturers are going to look at me and go, what in the heck are you doing? Right?
Whichever, yeah, they have all
They did.
looked at it, looked at me like I was an idiot. But I guess we can start there on what it was.
Let's see.
I will say on our marketing thing, when you do come up with something new or different or unique, I guess, there's nothing more flattering when you find other dealers that copy. So,
Right.
I mean, it is a copycat industry. The manufacturers will tell you that when the manufacturer comes up with a great idea,
It's
the
hard
other
to beat.
manufacturers are going to copy it, and they're going to introduce it as their own. And so for us as a dealer, for myself, whenever we come up with a unique, plan as far as marketing and how to market and sell these trailers, it's aggravating a little bit, but it's also pretty flattering when the rest of your competitors want to copy exactly what
And
it
are
is
talking
that you're
about
doing.
you.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Talking about you.
So-
I mean, that's the best thing. That's the best thing. I mean, everybody's like, oh, they're talking about you, right? Good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it is a good thing. And I guess, and I'll start there. I'm sure y'all are probably wondering what it was that we done differently. In the low profile business and the industry on that
Show trailers.
show trailers, there you go. Dealers, I mean, for the most part, are very conservative. You want to appeal to the masses, and you want to have something there that 90% of the people are going to buy. And so that's the way everybody typically functions. And I guess for us, that we kind of went the opposite. We kind of went and started doing very colorful trailers, if you will. When we started doing these colors, we would make videos. We named them. That was another thing. We would name these trailers.
Play music.
And play music. We can give you some examples.
Yes, we can. Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. Yeah, we had a black trailer with purple accents, purple pins. That one was Purple Rain. We had another one that was
Long White Cadillac.
Long White Cadillac. That was the first ever 10-pin bumper pull. Which for y'all that don't know, it's 24 foot long on the box. So pretty good size trailer.
That was. And nobody. Once again,
Nobody had never
did
done
that.
it.
Nobody done that.
And we inventoried that trailer. Of course, they thought we might have been a little silly on doing something like that, but have sold quite a few off of that one trailer. It's just things like that on trying to separate ourselves. Another thing for us as far as marketing wise on these trailers is the interior of these trailers are typically lined and insulated and white. You can look up not now, but in the past you can look up and they're all white. We started doing color interiors.
That's right.
One color that you probably typically stay away from would be black. You can't hardly see it when it's black. Added more light.
What we do.
Added more light. And so now we put all those lights in all of our trailers that we carry, Frontier brand specifically. And so we do colored interiors, red,
So
gray,
black,
silver,
I mean,
black.
whatever.
It doesn't matter. Orange. We even done one with stainless.
Stainless steel, so it looked
stainless
like-
steel, and
yeah,
it looked
so
like a mirror. I mean, it was pretty
thing-
trippy on the inside, man.
Only thing that was missing was a stripper pole.
And too bad Magic Mike's not here to tell us about
There
it.
you
But
go.
hey, here we go.
What? I mean, dude, he is missing. Right there, you go. That is serendipitous, baby. Serendipitous.
But it's so going back to the marketing, we ordered a trailer that was yellow skin. There is not another one. There was not another one like it. There had never been one like it, and thought I was nuts when I ordered it. But I wasn't ordering it to appeal to 90% of the people I was ordering it to appeal to the one
person
that's
that's
going to
gonna be
see it,
different.
and has to have it,
Right.
wants to have it. But on top of that, it allowed for people that are out there to kind of then be more creative themselves. It brought attention to our company and our website.
Put you on the map.
Yeah, it
I
did.
mean, it did.
Yeah.
So here's the crazy thing about what was going on with all those colored trailers and the things we were doing, right? Him and I are like musically attached. I mean, everything we do is like around music, right? I mean, literally everything.
Yeah.
So we took songs and put them with colors, and then came up with a name, and we named these things. And what was crazy was we had people that were following us all over the freaking country and waited. They couldn't wait to see what other new name, new song, new trailer that came out.
All we come out with. Yeah.
It was a trip. I mean, it was
so. For y'all that don't know, our dealership, the dealership where I'm at, we're in South Texas. We're in Laverne, Texas, and talking to a gentleman from Illinois that said that they had a whole group of them that just waited to see what producers was going to come out with next. And
oh my God.
and so for them, they ordered something that they thought as wild as they could. That customer specifically had 2 different colors of skin on the exterior.
Yep.
And so, it was bold and wild, but they like the uniqueness. And so, now it's pretty custom after the last several years now that when you find dealers that sells low pros specifically,
Right.
they're going to have
pop.
they're going to have color at their dealerships now. Yeah. And
But
so,
this all goes back to what we were talking. I mean, this is all marketing, right? This is all marketing. You got people talking, it got people buying, and it created a little. I don't want to say cult. That's the wrong word, but it created a following.
it did. Created a following, yeah.
And I was with Frontier at the time. I was his rep, and so we did this together. We came up with these crazy ideas together, and of course he put them on his social media page. And I mean, it was like bees to honey.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it really kicked this industry in the butt, because nobody had ever done that, nobody had ever seen that, and it put this guy on the map.
Yeah.
It put him from just an average selling trailer dealer to now he's up with top 2 or 3 guys in the industry in the show trailer business. So, man, what he did was just really, really cool. But it all goes back. The reason we're bringing this up is because it all goes back to marketing, right? Whether you're creating videos and songs and naming trailers, or you're trying to
There you go.
maybe they've had a drink. Goes back to branding, right? So those colored trailers, those names of those trailers, put Producers Co-op Trailers on the map. And that's, once again, we're going back to branding and marketing 101. Hardest thing to do. Right? It's coming up with a niche.
Coming up with a niche, yeah.
And you did.
And it's, for us, I guess, in this business is trying to find your place, I
That's
guess.
right. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. 100%.
guess what started kind of out of my comfort zone? So
We're
now
going to use that comfort zone thing a few times, because it's but that wasn't. Look what it did for you. I mean, look what it did for you and your business, and now it's let us do.
Now we've got a podcast.
Your podcast. So, but anyway, so I think, I mean, and we'll go back to branding and marketing as late as trying to create this brand, Ranch Texas. I mean, anytime you create a new brand, it's a process. I mean, and it's nothing that's overnight.
Right.
And I'm gonna use one guy. I'm gonna use one guy, not because he's a sponsor of the show, but I think he's done one of the best marketing jobs in our industry, and that's Rodeo Rigs.
Absolutely.
Courtney and Crystal Higgins.
You see the RR.
Oh,
You know
the
what it
double
is.
R. Yeah, you do.
You know what it is.
You
know
do.
who it belongs to.
And they've made it a household name, and that's the goal, right? That's the
Right.
goal, is to create a household name.
And so
And-
for them that don't know where rodeo, if they don't know,
Right.
so that dealership, according to them, they're located in Montana, and
Middle of 13,000 acres, but you can't get there by helicopter. We joke about it, but there's a niche, right?
hey, speaking of though, yeah, but I just saw just the other day, this past weekend, I was
Helicopter
taking care of my
flying over to
yeah,
Montana.
there was no helicopter, no helicopter involved. However, I live right on Interstate 10 down here in South Texas, and saw one of his trailers going by, and so it just kind of made me smile because of the whole marketing and the aspect, and
Kingsbury, Texas.
Kingsbury,
On
Texas,
I-10.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's I mean, our goal with this, right, is to make it a household name, right? I mean, seriously, I know it's crazy because it's the second one we've done, but I want everybody to wake up and go, man, I can't wait to wake up with the boys and Cowboys, Trailers, and Ranch, right? I mean, I think that's everybody's.
we want everybody to feel,
Feel the love.
excited about it like we do. We wake up and can't wait. We just can't wait to be on camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
No, it's true. That's true. Every time my feet hits the floor, I'm like, I can't wait to sit next to Barry today. No? That's not what you just...
No.
Oh, okay. All right, so anyway, getting
Nor
back.
being on camera.
So getting back to... I did, dude. I can't even believe that, but I'm hoping you didn't hear
I
it.
hope y'all heard it. Didn't hear it.
Anyway, so Rodeo Rigs has created an image. I'll go back. You can go back too. We can go back all the way to Sundowner Trailers back in the day. That those guys were marketing gurus. I mean, especially in our industry, they did things that people would be like, "Whoa, what the heck?" I mean, they would raise eyebrows all the time. But that brand.
What year would you say this was? Back in the heyday.
Oh, it'd probably be
No, it-
the big strong,
When?
the big strong 90s,
In the 90s, right?
early 90s.
Early 90s.
Early 90s. So,
What?
so you'd have been,
Not very old.
what have you been, like 26?
Hey, hold on. I gotta ask this because I've heard stories. So back in the heyday, right, with Sundowners.
He's in his comfort zone, by the way. Now.
No.
He's fine.
Well, if I can make somebody else uncomfortable,
He's
then
fine.
that puts me in my comfort zone.
He's fine, right?
Yeah.
He's
So
fine. Right
I've heard stories, and I don't know if it's true or not.
now. Well, you're just getting on a roll.
I know this is great. So
I'm
no,
sure I like this Newberry bird.
about y'all would take dealers on private planes and go certain places, and
That's what I heard too. Word on the street is there might have been a plane involved.
right. I know.
That's all a part of marketing.
I heard that from. It wasn't even from you, so I'm not. Yeah, I heard it from somebody else, another dealer.
That's all part of marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. Show
But
them,
no,
show them a good time.
that's
Buy more
well,
trailers.
yeah. Is that not part of it?
Entertaining is
Networking,
part of
marketing,
sales.
all
It is. It's all part of it.
together. But getting back to that, they really did set the pace, and really did kind of have everybody chasing them back in the day because of what they were doing.
Right.
Everybody remembers that horse with his head down in that sunset type logo, right? I mean, and kudos to John Shipman because man, he killed it, and everybody will remember Sundowner Trailers in this business forever, right?
Well, they've been a staple for a very, very long time.
And I remember when we were so they put on another part of networking and marketing. They did a great job at it. They put on a Sundowner University. Sundowner University.
I've got a T-shirt.
Yeah, well, I got the trophy. And it's a big one. I'm serious, dude. This thing's like 5 feet tall. I won.
Really?
Oh, I aced it. Oh, that's another story.
God, it must have been an easy exam.
I didn't study. Shock. My buddy Maury Liebling will tell that story all day, not getting off track.
How you got the
I didn't study.
you
Right?
you stole it.
I didn't steal it, dude. I won it. I aced it. I
Like
won it.
for real.
I won it fair and
Like-
square. No,
Like fair and square, you didn't.
100%. And I did.
What else did you do?
I was knowledgeable enough in the industry, and that I believed in the product. That I gotta admit, I didn't do any studying. I came in and aced the test. Maury Liebling, a good buddy of mine, Sandia Trailer Sales. Shout out to Maury. He will tell that story all day. Like,
Well, tell
yes,
us.
Jimbo didn't study one bit. Come in, aced the test, and got a 5-foot trophy. Swear. But anyway, good enough. We got off track a little bit. But
We might do that every once in a while.
So going back to that, our industry still really, really tough marketing. I mean, it really is tough to market in this business. And like I said, we just named a couple guys that had rose above and done an absolutely outstanding job. There's some other ones I know that we're gonna miss out on. Sure. Not on purpose, but those come to my mind right off the bat. So let me ask you this: moving forward, what else would you do in this business? Like if you're starting, we're starting a new dealership, and you got to come up with a marketing program. And what's your next move? I mean, what are you going to do as of starting today? What's Barry Burke going to do? Yeah.
And I guess it would have to all fall back on what I say what I know, but it's also trying to grow yourself. So you do have to get outside your comfort zone. I do know that. I mean, that is true.
Social media.
So social media is it. I mean, it really is. That's probably the number one as far as avenue. Of course, obviously for marketing is social media, and you just got to be creative.
Neither one of us enjoy social media.
No. And so
yeah, right.
Some of us were kicking and screaming whenever it came to this deal.
Yeah, I know.
Dragging our feet. So,
Yep.
But it is. I think this would be part of it. I guess is one, you got to put yourself out there. You just got to get your name out, and you got to be creative and think outside the box. When everything is so cookie cutter and everything is the same, and other dealerships are trying to do the same thing,
right?
You just got to. One, you got to find your niche and what you're good at, know what you're good at, and then build upon it. Right. And so, I would say that would be what, I guess, for me personally, that's what I would do.
You know, I think, and I say this a lot, but when I say it, I know you're going to give me a look, but one of those things I was taught back in the day,
I'm sorry,
was be memorable, right? Be memorable.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And I think that plays a lot into the marketing in this industry too,
Right.
I mean, because it is so complacent. I'll say, it's a lot of the same, right? So you did it. There's some other dealers that are doing it. Supreme Trailers, Adam McLean, right?
He's done phenomenal.
Led the industry in livestock show trailers and set himself apart, kind of like you did, right?
Right.
So I think that's probably, I guess if I had anything, one key thing to hit on for anybody that's, I don't care if you're starting up a new dealership, starting in this business, or starting up another business, or just getting your real estate license, whatever, right, is be memorable, right? Don't be like the same guy who walks through the freaking door that wears his hat a certain way.
Right.
Go outside the box and be memorable and do you, right?
So is that our slogan?
Be memorable?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. Yeah. I think it is. And it needs to be our new one, right? Be memorable.
Be memorable.
Be memorable. Yeah. I mean, just, let's face it, when somebody meets Barry Burke, it's one of those things, they're like, whew, he's different. No, but I'm serious. I mean, right? I mean, there's not another one of you. There's not another one of you. Thank God. I'm just getting you back.
Cheers. Thanks.
Yeah. So, anyway, I would say hats off to anybody out there that's doing exactly what we just talked about. And that's carving out a niche, being memorable, doing your own thing, even when people are putting their nose up or throwing you the bird behind your back or whatever, anything negative. I mean, because hey, that's
just going to happen. It's just life.
and that's marketing. That's
that's
part of marketing. And we've been through it. We know what works. We know what probably doesn't work.
Right.
And moving forward, I know you got some cool stuff up your sleeve still yet. I'm thinking I got some stuff still up my sleeve. So I think we can still do some damage.
I think so.
I think we can still do some damage. But anyway, so hey, I really want to apologize. We want to apologize to everybody out there for the broken 2-segmented podcast today. That was not in the plan. We both decided that, you know what, we're gonna get through it. We're gonna adapt. We're gonna overcome.
What do they say? The show must go on.
Yeah.
In the entertainment business, show must go on.
Yeah, that's what they say. Sure, Barry. Anyway,
Here,
so
go ahead and snort for us one more time.
You're such a dick. I swear to God. Anyway, next week, make sure. I mean, it's gonna.
Make sure to tune in.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Wild Rides TV.
I'm looking.
Check it out because it's. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be as good as Cowboy Channel, but it could be better.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a lot of good things going for them. Joe Beaver signed on. I know Donnie Gay signed on, and they just keep getting some big hitters. So maybe one day we'll grow up to be one of those. It's a long way away. It's a long way away. Baby steps. So appreciate y'all tuning in twice today. Some of you, maybe nobody did.
Before we
We'll
go,
find out.
I want to give. I'm not much of a shout out guy.
Do it. Shout it, dude.
No,
man,
I'm going to.
You should.
I do want to say, because I'm pretty sure they're watching, I want to say hi to Bo and Grayson Bird, my boys. Thank you, boys.
Burt boys in the house. I'm telling you what, the apple did not fall from the tree.
And they're good shit. You know what I'm saying?
They're good. They're good dudes, man. They're good. You're doing a hell of a job on it. So, once again, thank you from both of us. Appreciate y'all. We will see you next Friday.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yep, next Friday.
One week.
We're not going to give you a time yet.
No.
We'll keep you posted on that. That's kind of up in the air. We'll be
these,
roundabout.
These live ones they're kind of
a little
tough.
more difficult than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's tough. It's kind of.
It is.
Yeah, but you know what? We're here, and so
All
glad
right.
y'all are here. And so we'll leave you with this, right?
Thank you, guys.
Be memorable.
Keep it well.
Keep it Western.